This is kind of funny. This is what it sounds like beneath the warehouse. I never thought about that, but that's kind of freaky for anybody that might be down here doing some work. It's a little concerning. It sounds like something's gonna come busting through at any second. That's funny. Let's see what's causing all that ruckus. The Hulk.
Hey, you want to do a punch with me? One punch piece.
What? Do what?
One punch piece on the arm.
After I film. I'll do that. Yeah. I gotta film cool shit though. Just nothing but really high-end stuff.
I think on the film you can't smell, bro. It just smells like male's ass cheeks in here, bro.
Yeah, well that's typical. Hot warehouse and gamers combined.
I smell bad probably even at this point. Let me think on that. I'm okay on that.
Alright, gotta focus on filming. Problem always is I get the beer in my hand and I can't be picking up stuff right now. Both hands are occupied. So I'll just be a fly on the wall. Try to keep my mouth shut.
I hate to interrupt your video, but do you have any boxes for this guy here?
For Mike.
He got all of this from me.
Yes, I do have boxes. Holy shit.
$275 that we agreed on.
Holy shit.
There's a lot of common stuff, but there's some good, like $10, $15, $20 titles in here.
That's crazy.
This one alone is about 16 or so on charters.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a good box for you.
He's got a box for you.
Thank you, sir. I'll be here all night, so I'm not going.
Well, you're gonna be here for a while, so we can just kind of, unless you guys want it moved out of the way, let's just leave it here for a sec.
That's what I wanted to do, yeah.
Do it like maybe like a tag or something that we like put here, like sold or something.
Not necessary. If anybody takes interest, they'll have to talk to Mike for a price. That's a cool deal, you guys.
We're both happy with it.
That might be a record-breaking bulk deal at the warehouse or at any trade event. I don't think I've ever seen that much volume move at once. Pretty cool.
Well, you're welcome to backtrack it and see if you can confirm that.
Carrying the shit in here, he says, I want to make my first impression.
Did I?
I said, okay.
Hey, you sold a game cube. It's almost a cube, right?
It's almost a cube.
It's almost, the dimensions are all, it's cubic.
Excluding the lunch.
Yeah, I want that.
And excluding
Dude, that's
the
a lot of
accessories and the
games.
guns. Those he did not want.
Yeah, dude, those, I'm kind of interested. Are these yours?
Yes.
That's what you came here
I'm
to do, man.
really interested in these. Yes.
Let's see.
I'm sorry I haven't even looked at y'all's stuff yet, but
He's got the
both
open.
guns and both of those, I'm way into it. I would
Let's
like
see
to
if we
trade
can
for
work
that.
out something for it.
Absolutely.
gonna
Yeah, no
trade?
more spending cash with me. Let's do trade, you know? Like, you guys see stuff.
Legends for full price? Got it.
What game, Bobby?
Your Legends over there.
What? Skies of Arcadia Legends? What are you talking about?
In his stash.
Oh,
this.
yeah. I need to slow it down and kind of give,
How much did you say you wanted
give
for that,
games
Bobby?
the respect.
800 he wants for it.
Respect. I respect it. Yeah, I need to slow down and really capture some of the. Do you mind when you guys like flipping it around for me, just so I can film it? Because I'm
carefully.
gently. I got my beard.
Yeah, Bobby.
Beautiful. That's back when they really started to kind of improve box art. I feel, you know, like your early Game Boy stuff didn't have as much flashy, pizzazzy art.
Right.
Yeah, looks gorgeous. And then one more time at the. Actually, let me see the top of it. Let's admire. Okay, so just classy, just plain. I like the old school Konami logo. I don't like the new one that they switched to.
Yo, this is my copy. I traded it. I traded this to GameQuest.
He wants 34
Oh, that's
bucks
funny.
for it.
And now I'm holding it in my hand because I know that cracked.
It's come full circle. That's funny.
It's called
Yeah.
full circle, Joe.
And Bobby's here too, the GameQuest
And Bobby
guy.
himself is here.
So Giga Wing is sealed. Screw track sealed. I don't like paying that sealed value. Great titles that I'd probably definitely Gigawing. I'd love to trade for that, but I just don't want the sealed value. I want the CID nice condition value. Personally, Graffiti Kingdom, not into it when it's no manual. Not into it. Legend of Mana is great. Gorgeous game.
Hey, 4 more games just got added to that big pile if you want to take a look at it.
I will in a little bit. I gotta somehow get into fly on the wall character where I don't say anything to anybody. I wish I could do that.
Right there with Phil's table.
I just gotta make gestures to them. Like I can't talk right now. I'm mute. I need to mute myself and just film. Alright, let me try. Gorgeous game though. Gorgeous.
What about
I'm not a very
Surprise.
Turn it off. Maybe he needed to turn it off.
Does it do any other sounds?
I don't know.
I think they do.
Is there more?
Yeah. It's like a power off sound.
Yeah. That's neat.
I'm just glad it
Yeah,
works.
because it does, dude. It's like, and it makes crazy noises. Yeah.
So it's not.
Good game.
Yeah, you don't. But
Yeah, Phil's table has got some really good stuff there. What are we looking at?
damn, who's got all this shit, bro?
Can you open up a little spot? I'm trying to talk as little as
Someone's
possible.
gone, dude.
Yeah, it's a baller right here.
Someone's got all the good shit, bro. They probably have a huge dick.
We should try to steal from them. Not steal, but I mean trade rape them. Whoever
Yeah.
stuff this is. Try to take them for a ride. Casino kid too. You
There's
know.
an earth gun in there.
Catch them slipping maybe.
Little soup bowling.
That's. God damn it.
Not the best condition, but I mean,
For this game, it's pretty
Super
good.
Bowl.
Yeah, that's real good.
Final fight, 3. I
Yeah.
love biking. I think it's cool.
I want to make a move for this possibly. Keep picking up copies of that.
David, I
Yes.
have a question for you.
Yeah.
What about those bags? I found them back there. I don't know how much you want there.
I really don't care for the Game Gear one. I do $20 for the pair.
$20 for the
Yeah,
pair?
if you want them for that. I think that's probably a little bit more than 20. And then this thing, I don't know what the value it has, but
Yeah.
I see them all the time. Like that's a freebie if you get this kind of thing. So 20 for the pair. if you
It's for
like.
a friend, so I'll ask him.
Cool.
Honestly, I don't even think it's like pretty shiny balls. I think they're gonna be Dave, if we order pizza here, you don't pay for it.
So if somebody does, like if somebody can do that, I'm not gonna do it. But I'd pitch in too. I'm gonna be trading for these, or at least trying. All the light guns, I need them because I kind of hoard light gun shooters. I need more of the hardware that pairs with my software. And I like that genre.
Hey, somebody named Sean Waters is trying to get in.
Can somebody let him in?
I can't.
Sorry.
I
Hey, you're about to smoke a
my
stove.
pile, bro. I
Okay.
put Made Men back because somehow it ended up back here. So that's JoJo.
He's out front.
He's out front. Yeah, I appreciate it, Joe. If somebody can let him in.
Seal poking on red.
Don't show them that.
Some good stuff. I'm trying to be as mute as possible for this video. Just so I'm not being rude, you know what I mean?
You know, the first I was watching some Bitcoin, the first transaction for it, someone bought a pizza with like 30 or 40 Bitcoins. Like, it's like crazy to think about, like...
Oh, yeah.
How much Bitcoin is now?
Yeah, like...
You traded away 40 of them for a fucking pizza.
Have you seen like the prize pool for like a video game tournament? It was like $100.
StarCraft tournament.
Yes, yes.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
25 bitcoins.
The last place is like $10 million. Like, might as well be, you know. Uh-oh, Silent Hill.
You got that. You traded him something, huh? Phil. Yeah, of course. He needed some One Piece.
You got a whole bunch of PS1.
He probably needed every single thing I pointed out this morning. Huh? Gekio was one of them, right?
Yep, you got it.
I was right about that. I think I was right about every. The only one I was.
That one.
This isn't from the store, right?
Somebody actually brought that to me at my con at SuperCon.
Really?
Pretty neat. It'd be funny how that's completely worthless if it was a slightly different color. You know what I mean? If it had a slightly different color.
Well, we were talking about that also, the Squaresoft versus Square Enix.
Oh, did they update it for the reprints?
The gold ones have Square Enix.
That makes sense.
That's what we're talking about. So the ones you can find, this is what I'm not sure about. I know Final Fantasy VIII, the greatest hits are Square Enix, and the black label is Squaresoft. But I don't know if there's a Square Enix black label.
There won't be, guaranteed, because
That's
like.
what we're trying to figure out.
And there may be a greatest hits run that says SquareSoft.
Yeah,
But they've reprinted them. They've done so many reprint runs on those SquareSoft Final Fantasy games that like it makes sense. I never thought about that, but there's Square Enix PS1 games. That's
I feel like
fucking
when
weird.
it was still Squaresoft, they're untouchable. Those games are I mean in a good way.
You're right about
every Squaresoft game in the PS1 era is amazing.
Yeah, you're right. And Super Nintendo 2 is like, it's really when they merged with Enix that they started to kind of put out some duds, you know, or just disappointing games.
Not even that Enix on their own wasn't bad. You know, they had like Star Ocean and all that was under Enix.
Yeah, agreed. Valkyrie Profile, Dragon Quest. Yeah, RoboTrack was Enix. Yeah, SNES era was really good. Weird.
You'd be like, I ain't
It's like the PS2 era that they kind of lost their steam. That's Capcom. But Square did publish it. It's the first one. So I don't know who made it. Maybe it is a Squaresoft made game. It's not. I don't know.
I'm not good at publishers and all that.
I'm not good. Yeah, I'm pretty good with publishers. I'm actually like borderline autistic about it. Like I'm Rain Man when it comes to knowing publishers. But when it comes to knowing
His stuff, right? He knows that.
yeah. When it comes to developers, though, that's where it's like I respect those nerds that are like, oh, that's like I can't even pretend like I know developers. That's Treasure. I know all the Treasure games. I know that.
Silent Hill blew the fuck up. I saw you had the PS3 collection over there. Isn't there? I've heard that there's something up with the PS3 ports in them.
So Derek says it plays fine. He was like, "Oh my god, it was amazing! Like the HD collection was so good."
I've heard it. I've heard complaints about it, but I don't know the story behind it.
I know. I've heard so many complaints too, but Derek's like, "Oh, it plays great."
Well, it's probably because Derek's a normal person like you and I, where we play and be like, "This is fine,"
Yeah.
and it's those like super connoisseurs that are like, "Oh, there's jaggy edges."
Yeah.
Oh,
You said something about the fog being too dense or something in the PS3. I don't know.
and that's a total deal breaker
It's
for
2 frames per second less.
yeah, you know, like I don't, if it gives me the experience
But
for a much cheaper price.
Upside.
I agree,
Grab
yeah.
it for $20, guys.
Yeah. Silent Hill HD collection. I guess the irony is they called it HD collection, but it's lesser fidelity. You know, that it's a downgrade in graphics, but it's supposedly H dizzle. All right. Sorry, I'm invading your space. I'm a space invader. Devin, do your pimp job. You're a hype man. You're all invested in you have like 50 copies of this game.
Oh, you're
so you got to do your
talking about
your
the rarest
spiel.
game on Wii U?
Let's hear the
Oh.
spiel.
Oh.
Devin, just, I mean, what do we need to know
Devil's
about
Third
it?
is more expensive right now, but that's more rare.
So you're saying Devil's Third is your sculptor's cut or whatever. It's your, Devil's Third is like a Conker's. Is that a good analogy? Devil's Third is like a Conker's though, right? Like there's plenty of Devil's Thirds out there, just like there's plenty of Conkers. It ain't that rare, but it's, you know, people need it, they want it bad.
Turbo.
This is a super bowling. Is that what you're saying? Is that the analogy you want to make?
Hopefully it's a sculptor's cut.
Well, in my opinion, I think Super Bowling's rarer than Sculptor's Cut in the North American library. That's just my theory. Silverwings might chime in for his opinion.
I've had Super Bowling way more times than Sculptors.
Well, that's because back when you were acquiring the Super Bowlings, Sculptors was already Sculptors has always been the number one throne holder. So I think that's what keeps it at the top. It's kind of like how Rule of Rose was edging out Kuon for the longest time, but Kuon is significantly rarer than Rule. Yeah. So then, you know, over time, the truth kind of comes out.
It's going to be $1,000. Just wait.
So Devin's calling it the
2 years from now. $1,000.
You're calling it the Super Bowling / Sculptor's Cut of the Wii U library. And you also are big on the fact that Wii U is a relatively small Nintendo set, right?
Yeah.
People need a full set.
That's the only reason I like it. Yeah. Nobody's buying it to play, obviously.
You gotta work out a trade on this sucker, bro.
Yes, yeah, we can do that live on camera maybe. I'm filming for YouTube. So you think in the near future there's gonna be so many people, multiple people that are down to their last 5 games for full set, and so many people are gonna need turbo, right?
Stadium events, nobody wants to play that game. People just want it to complete their set.
Agreed. So you say
is in stadium events, not quite, but you know.
Yeah, it's like a super lightweight stadium event. It's like $1,000
is reasonable.
Yeah. So you're saying it's like a 15th of a
Nobody wants to buy it
Sculptor's
right
Cut.
now for $225, but wait till it's $1,000. People are gonna throw $800 at me.
This is prophetic right now. This content could age really well. This could age really well if you nail this shot.
2 years from now, yeah.
2 years. That's a little soon.
Who wants turbo for $800? Oh, I do.
I think he's a little off in that 2 year, but he's also optimistic because it's his investment. He's like that with stock markets too. Or I'm just giving you a hard time.
Turbo. I have 2 copies.
I know. Yeah, I was bluffing about
They're
the
both
50.
right there. Yeah. How about that Disney basketball?
That's stupid. I think you got it overpriced for Miss Emmanuel. I think you need to be more generous than that.
For $450 without a manual. So.
No shit. Yeah. That's stupid. Shows up sold for $450. Guy probably sent an offer of $350.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Very likely could be the case. I'm overthinking it though. I'm fucking chatting too much. I'm supposed to be mute right now. I'm trying to be a fly on the wall. You know, like I'm a fly. That'd be a fun way to film actually. Probably give people motion sickness. We're just flying around the warehouse, looking at games.
People actually watch this?
Land on Devin's shoulder. Just sit there, shit on his shoulder, and then I film fucking cool games. What? You don't fucking look at me like that. All right, I will go mute. Yeah, like, dude, like a dozen people. No, I honestly I do it for myself because of what you just said. Like this shit ages well. It's super fun to watch this in 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Kind of cringe a little bit at yourself, but also be like, damn, I nailed that shot call. Make another shot call. It'll age well. What's another shot call? In 5 years, this game will be just about the same.
Yeah, probably.
Shot call. That's a really exciting shot call. Strikers, 5 years.
Oh.
Be about the same. Nothing.
How about
fucking-
10-2-1? Right now, you can buy a complete one for $15-20. Let's say in a year from now, it's 60.
Shot call, you're saying. So you're big on Tenchu based on your feedback that you get at conventions, just based on the amount of
and then-
people asking and just feeling the nerd
rarest
love.
of all the Tenchus right here.
Nah, I'd say the DS one.
Okay,
This
that's right
and
there
the
with
DS.
it.
Yeah.
I bought a copy of that today. Ooh, I could see this being like over 100.
Yeah, I agree.
Over $100 right
5 years, probably 120, and it'll jump quickly. That's the thing is once it takes a significant jump,
I think sooner. within a year or two, I think it's going to be over 100.
You know, a similarly rare game that's maybe even rarer that I don't understand why it's so rare. Just like this game, like it's Tenchu. Like
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't print more copies. It's Way of the Samurai 2.
Oh yeah.
Red cover, Capcom.
Yep.
Like strangely low print run on that. That's a very hard to find game. That's another game that kind of just jumped quickly when it did jump. It's like people just sleep on it until they kind of feel other demand presence, other collectors going for it. That's what I thought. Yeah, FromSoft does all the Tenchu games.
Yeah.
FromSoft does so much shit. Cool. Good. All right. I'm talk to Devin about. Oh, you got the other game that I like to use as an example when talking about conditional rarity on very important historical games, kind of like Superman first appearance Superman.
Yeah.
That's an important historic comic. Why? Well, obvious reasons why. You know, that changed the world. It changed it. It created an entire industry. So, you know, same can be said about a lot of different video games. That's why WATA goes for all that shit. It's a very easy formula. Obviously, a sealed first print Metal Gear Solid be worth a fuck ton. Silent Hill 1. These are great examples. Yeah, perfect. Yes.
That's why they're in line.
Those are my top, probably my top 3. I mean, you got Crash Bandicoot, Ape Escape 1. Yeah, it's a little weaker, but Metal Gear Solid, baby. I mean, just when you get a cherry mint black label, I can see that becoming like 150 in 5 years. Sounds crazy, right? But it's like
That sounds crazy, but I could see it.
I can see it. Where it's pretty hard to find, and we're talking like it could be worth $40 if that insert's a little bit off, if your manual's crinkly. You know, anything off with it, and it loses tons of value. But when you get one that's just cherry mint, I think that's going to be pretty desirable stuff.
I've already seen auctions and buy it now sell for 60. That's why it's priced at 60.
Yeah.
So it's not unreasonable to break 100.
How about that? Here's a great way of putting it. All right, so you list that on eBay and you rave about how gem mint it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to make a big fucking difference on Iron Soldier 3?
No.
When you can honestly say, like, you look at a copy of Metal Gear Solid and maybe it's got an additional insert, it's got 100% CIB and just cherry gem mint, and you really hype it up and rave about it.
You're talking about a difference of 500 views, you know, between the two. Like,
yeah,
25 people are gonna look at this. Fucking 525 are gonna look there.
So of those 500, one person's gonna bite on the whole. He's gonna get sold on the salesman that's saying
pay whatever it takes.
And you're pricing it at $80, but you hype the shit out of it, and you could likely get that. So I don't know. I'm doing like fucking video game selling coaching 101, real basic shit, but good. Just it's kind of intuitive. That's where I'm looking for. Like, it's pretty damn intuitive which titles behave like that.
Really
Final Fantasy 7.
Was up, Dave.
Oh yeah, you got stock. How much you have left?
That's a lot of them.
Do you? Well, they have gone up.
Probably like 40 of them.
They're probably capped out because you're probably not the only one that's stocked on it.
It's drying up.
How'd you get those? Tell the story. Give advice. SquareEnix.com, Black Friday.
They were like 10 apiece.
And they do that every year, right? They'll have stuff where it's like, you ought to buy a stack. And they sell it very quick, I noticed.
Oh yeah, they sell out.
Of the best.
Dragon Quest I got, you know, from them, like 4 and 5. They were like 15 apiece.
How recently was that? Because those games are...
That was like 4 years ago, not even that long ago.
Only 4 years ago, and they were, how much? 5? 10?
They were 15 apiece.
15.
I would try to sell them at the cons for 25 and nobody would buy them. I'd get a few sales here and there.
Now, like a CIB 5 is worth 152, isn't it? Sealed
So
300.
250, yeah, 300.
Fucking silly. 4 years ago, just shopping cart could have 40 copies and they would deliver all 40.
Yeah. This is the prequel to Bravely Default, and I really feel like it could pop because of that.
I hear you. That's its
Like,
demand
I tell people
pull.
that and their like eyes light up, like, whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I had to research it to figure that out, but
so that's its perk.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we've studied your crap enough. Move on. On to the next guy.
My selection's trash.
Those are both you, huh?
Yep.
I dropped my beer somewhere. I gotta find it. All right. I'll try to wrap up this video. I don't mean to make it too long. For me, for free? Well, that's very kind of you.
Otherwise, it was going to the trash.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. This is the kind of thing you gotta really thank Devin, thank him for coming out. Brought really nice stuff, and I really mean that. No, I don't. Fuck that. Of course not.
Let me go throw this somewhere.
That's what I guess.
It feels like reaching a point that this is the only way to play it.
You got a black toe? You got crunched on?
My toenail's broken on both sides, so I put a piece of tape over it. All together. Yeah, it got ravaged.
I like that word. I haven't heard that word in a long time.
So what happened was I was kicking the dog's soccer ball. The soccer ball landed like right behind what I thought was just a pile of leaves.
Yeah.
So I went to kick it super hard, and underneath said pile of leaves was a big old cement block that was merged with the ground. I broke my toe against it.
Legit broken, huh? And toes heal on their own too, right?
Yeah, I think it was broke. I mean, I didn't go to the doctor or nothing, but it was all black and blue and it hurt.
That's what I've always heard about toes. Like, you don't get casts on, you just let them heal.
Do you want to trade those PS1 guns?
Yeah. How much time you got? I know. Well, you got that pickup to do.
About an hour, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap up this video really quick. I just want to capture a few more cool pieces, and then yeah, I'll do the gun deal.
What are you guys looking for today?
Mainly N64 and SNES.
What are you looking for those?
Nothing in particular. I mean, I'm always looking for Kirby.
NES is so up right now. Like, I get an education just looking at anybody who's priced their stuff recently. Like Mike's always on point with his pricing. So I don't know. It's like news to me on more than half of the NES library. Be like, yeah, news to me. Actually, that's not surprising. I would have guessed that. But some of these are just like, yeah, I would have predicted that. Yeah, news to me. News to me. Another one that was news to me is one that you'd think as a reseller I'd be super on top of, but I don't know.
Evan was really disgusted too.
Yeah, it's like if you haven't had it in 6 months, you'll be surprised about it. What is Greg doing? News to me. Is that Mike's?
No, it's mine.
You're just trying to leave it on people. Okay.
He's reverse stealing.
This is the super cool stuff. Mike needs to get
This is a shit fucking piece.
he needs to get a case upgrade.
It's gonna cut you.
Yeah, it's a.
They did. I think they did that. They didn't have a cutter, so. Yeah, it's still here. It's hiding in the back corner there.
Oh.
I didn't bring any money. So.
Wrecking Crew.
I didn't bring anything. Like 34. Yeah. I mean, nowadays it's kind of worth.
Solid stuff
It's kind
there.
of scary though. It's been manipulated. A little scary. I could have bought one for $1,500, So I kind of beautiful mint label.
This is as mint as a Game Boy game can be.
It's sold too. I sold 2 of them.
Talking cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this game, Devin agreed, I think Chris agreed, everyone in here agreed. I think even Derek said when you first saw that was probably like, whoa. First time you saw that was, or when you saw that was probably the first time you've ever seen it.
The first one that I saw on, I think it was a Mercari sale.
How is that not a label upgrade? That's what's crazy.
No, you would have to see the cart that I have. It's absolutely.
It's just as nice?
It doesn't even have scratches on the back.
That's
it's like
cool.
it's never been.
So this is your inferior.
That's my inferior.
That's unreal. I don't think I've ever seen
I
it.
honestly think that it's
Perfect, dude.
simply like the game's not great. So
It's almost like, or maybe it didn't get circulated. Maybe there's like, it's only sealed. I don't know. There's something fucked up about it. There's something weird about this.
there's a warehouse of these sons of bitches somewhere.
Yeah.
Which is scary, but at the same point, they're still consistently selling for 40.
And it is just kind of odd that the 2 copies you have come across for a game that Devin's never seen, I've never seen ever, and they're both just gem mint perfect, like they were pulled from a sealed copy.
I do have a copy that's yellowed that doesn't look great. But.
Shit, Richard's calling me. I gotta end this video and answer that. All right, there'll be a part 2 coming.